Hello and welcome to the theElpyDimension. I am your guide, Elpy, and this is my Seed Table Talk series where I talk to you about the seeds I have. And this is Seed Table Talks 2025, and I'm showing you the first round of narrowing down. As you can see, I really narrowed my choices down. Yeah. In each episode, I show you what my first round of narrowing down what in the specific type of seeds I'd like to grow in 2025. And you might suspect that I might have to narrow this down a little bit further. So I also have some special episodes in which I show you. My first episode was a flower seed haul, and I've also done episode 6 was a very long talk, basically, of me just showing you seeds that I've saved myself. And actually, if you didn't see it, go check it out. Speed it up. Let me know if you enjoyed it. I know it's not the most exciting, but if you like seeds, you don't even have to look at it. You can just sit and listen. And then I'd like for you to join in my hashtag, which is hashtag seed show and tell, with an N between show and tell 2025. And tag me at the theElpyDimension, showing me, it can be a short video or a longer form video. Show me seeds that you have saved yourself. And I don't care if you've only saved a little bit, just a couple of seeds, or if you've saved a whole bunch of seeds. I want to see them. Okay, so I'm changing my order a little bit, and I was gonna do peppers and tomatoes last, when in the winter, we are now, today's the 8th of March 2025, when I dreamed about having done all my talks at this point, or at least most of them, and I thought that peppers and tomatoes would be the most interesting to go through, when really melons, I'm really super duper excited about the melons I'm going to grow this year. That was episode 4, I believe. Cucurbitaceae part 2. But I got to speed up the peppers because I actually wanted to start my peppers in February, but due to life being life and me getting sick again, in February, I didn't start anything. I've not started anything at all. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the peppers that I would like to grow this year, so that I can go ahead and get them started. I'm not going to start any right now. I'm just going to show you. So we'll just pick randomly. New Mex lemon spice. I grew these last year, but I think I only got, yes, I did. Oh, I never posted that video. I got to taste a couple of these, and this is a jalapeno pepper, and I really think I had an ulcer at that time, because you see these say this jalapeno rates around 2,500 to 5,000 Scoville heat units. And they call that medium hot, which is really interesting. Makes me wonder if that's a typo, because 2,500 to 5,000 is not medium hot. I wouldn't call a jalapeno medium hot. I would call, anyways, I only got 2 fruits off the plant, the one plant that I have growing in my green stalk. I was not successful in growing peppers in my green stalk, but not because it can't be done, but because I'm certain it was because the green stalk was unlevel. So user error there. But I tasted these, and yes, it was on an empty stomach, and that's what I thought the problem was. But I was in so much pain that I knelt on the floor and laid on the couch, so that the couch was pushing against my stomach, and my stomach felt like it instantly blew up like someone poked my stomach with a bike tire inflator and just, and for 20 minutes I was in a really bad place. And I thought about it later after hearing I think it was Johnny Scoville talking about hot peppers, capsaicin won't cause ulcers, but it will diagnose one. And I thought, you know what? I bet, because man, it just didn't make sense that these peppers, that I felt that way, but it was bad. Anyways, I'm going to grow these again. You'd think after that story that I just told that I wouldn't, but I'm going to, because I only got 2 peppers off the plant, and I'd like to actually be able to experience them. These are the first shishito peppers that I ever grew, packed for 2021. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to be doing some germination tests this year because I have a lot of seeds that are pretty old, and I just think it would be interesting to do the germination tests and also maybe to compare. And there aren't very many in here, so I should go ahead and use them up. I got the shishito peppers, honestly, probably at the beginning of the trend. I first heard about them, I believe, from Jess at Roots and Refuge. It was either she or Gardner Scott. One of them was first and then second, but I heard about them around the same time, and I thought, I really want to try those, and so I got these, and they are pretty dang delicious. I did not successfully grow them last year. Somewhere in, yeah, okay. So this is the first packet that I grew these from, and then I saved these seeds. So I'm going to go ahead and grow from these. We'll do a germination test. Candy cane. So candy cane and Brazilian starfish. I actually won, oh my gosh, it was Matt, I believe his name was, over at, I'm so sorry, man, it's been a long time. I don't know if he's even on YouTube anymore, but back when I was in the early days of me joining the gardening community, I won on his channel, and that was even when I was uncomfortable with the idea of getting stuff from other people. But he sent me Brazilian starfish and the candy cane. I tried to grow these, but I was not successful, so I'd like to give these a shot again, as well as the candy cane. Queen Lori. This plant grew really tall, but really unhappy in last year. And I wound up, last year was a really weird year for me and my harvest and my food. I'm not even going to try. So anyways, I once again did not get to try these, but I actually got some green fruits, but again, I wasn't able to try them. So we are going to try the Queen Lori pepper this year. We are going to. It's a branch pepper. I did grow these last year, and I actually got to eat them. And one of my plants had a solid red fruit, and one of them had a striped, like orange and red and yellowish orangish, and they're good, kind of hot peppers. And I'm actually really confused because I went through all my packet of saved seeds, and I did not see my Zabrange seeds. Something is amiss there. But anyways, I would like to grow a seed from this original pack, as well as one that I saved from the solid red fruit. I'm wondering what happened. Anyway, okay. I'm a little bit concerned. And also one from the striped red fruit. Definitely recommend those. I'm excited. So this says Harvest 2020. So was it in 2020? It's 2020 or 2021. Jimmy Pickles, he was kind of going through a rough year and needed to sell a lot of seeds. And he had a really big sale, and I couldn't help but buy a bunch of peppers. And he also sent me a bunch of free ones with my order. But I did grow the orange pepperoncini last year, and it is a good pepper, and I'd like to grow it again. I did save seeds from it, but these ones are older. Fair Ozone paprika. This is also Jimmy Pickles. I've grown this before. These are really big peppers, but they did not ripen for me, so I'm going to give them a shot again. Omnicolor. These are pretty peppers, and it's a pretty plant, and yeah, we're going to do that again. Orange Sun bell pepper. This was my second year gardening seriously, and I've not had great success with bell peppers in terms of their productivity, which has made me feel like I don't want to grow bell peppers because I got one plant with like a couple of peppers on it. That's the same way I felt about the Marconis. Last year I had more success with getting more peppers on my Marconi. And I just want to give I kind of want to give bell peppers a shot again. Oh, interesting about this paprika. Was it this one? This plant was really productive. Like, it was dense with fruit that are sort of the size of a bell pepper. So we're going to try the Orange Sun bell pepper again. Same goes for, in terms of how I feel, California Wonder Pepper. I'm going to grow from the end. Somewhere I have a lilac bell pepper that actually the plant was gifted to me, and I didn't know that. I'm pretty sure that pepper, like, I didn't know that purple peppers might actually not be ripe until they're red. And so I tasted this beautiful purple pepper, and it had no flavor. And it's an interesting thing to think about now, because if there's no flavor, that's a good indicator that maybe you aren't eating it. It might not just be that it's not a good fruit. It might be that it's not actually ripe. So I know those seeds are around here. When I find them, I'm going to give that a shot again this year. Well, actually, I've not narrowed. For sure, I'm going to grow Shishido. For sure, the Queen Lori and the Zabrange. And probably for sure the candy cane. I believe the candy cane is the type of bell pepper. It may or may not be striped. And I also got I believe, red Carmen pepper. It's Carmen pepper, but it was red. I got from the farmer's market. I know those seeds are around here somewhere too. Okay, so the lunchbox pepper. I've grown these for a couple years now, and they're a small, basically, bell pepper. They're really good. Cascabella, I grew this last year, and I think I only got one fruit off of it, and I would like to give this a shot again. In fact, back in like 2010 maybe, I tried to garden somewhere. I had a plot, and I didn't know what I was doing for the most part. I mean, when I look back, I didn't know what I was doing, but I later, years later, last year, the year before, I found these super old packets of seeds, and Cascabella pepper was one of them, and I tried to grow them, but no, I had no luck. So I bought these last year, wanted to give them another shot. Biquino, these are actually, they are a tasty and prolific little fruit, and I definitely would like to give them a shot again. They got a little bit of heat. Those are probably definite. So the Black Peach Chupatino Ninfadora hybrid. This is an unstable hybrid, which means that not every seed, they aren't all going to be the same. and you don't know what you're going to get. I think the generation, I think it was F5. One part of me wants to say F3 and the other part of me wants to say F5. I believe it's 7 years until it's considered like an heirloom seed. So that's why these are unstable. And these I never did actually post for hashtag single seed challenge 2024, but this was my choice. And I successfully grew, was it 2? I think it was 4 of these plants. And what I got was 2 different phenotypes. So phenotype is how the plant materializer, the plant physically looks, or the fruits physically look. And I had fruits that were shaped on one plant. I had fruits that were shaped like a biquinho, which I'm assuming Chupetinho, I think, is related to biquinho. And so I had fruits that were shaped like this on one plant, but they were like a dark purple color. And I was waiting for them to ripen, change a different color. And actually I saw a video by someone who did a taste test, and they had the unstable hybrid, and their fruits looked like the biquinho, and they tasted them, and they said they were ripe. And I actually commented on their video, and they said, no, they didn't turn a color. And sure enough, mine they never changed color. I didn't think they were all that good. The other one was a longer, but still sort of small. The other fruit that was the other phenotype, and it was a little wavy, not wrinkly, and it actually did turn red. And that was a pretty dang hot pepper. It was a creeper for sure, but I liked it. So my plan is to grow one, just like the Zabrange, one from, which every time this is why I made that short, sort of laughing at myself that I narrowed down my seeds, because with the Zabrange, I plan to grow 3 of those plants. One, like I said, one from the packet, one from one phenotype, and one from the other phenotype. Same thing here. One from this packet, I might grow 2 from this packet, and then one from each of the different phenotypes I grew. Habanada, obviously I did successfully grow them in 2022, and I do think they taste good. For people who feel like fruits with no heat are a waste, I understand your feeling. However, if you don't enjoy heat, it's kind of a bummer now that my tolerance is way down. Not that it ever got that high, but in 2023 I was actively practicing raising my tolerance. I never got past ajicito or habanero, but I didn't realize prior to joining the pepper community, if you will, that there were so many different flavors in peppers. And so it's really cool to have varieties that don't have the heat, because if you can't take the heat or you don't want it, you can still get the flavor. And a habanero is much fruitier, and I like the nata pino as well, because you still get in my experience, I have heard someone say that they tasted a nata pino and it was flavorless. That's not the experience I had. The experience I had is that it tastes just like jalapeno, but with no heat, and that was really great. And so the habanada, same thing. You got the fruity, sort of tropical taste of the habanero, but without the heat. However, they didn't grow real great for me, and they especially took a long time to ripen. But I'd like to give them another shot this year. Jimmy Nardello is a staple in my garden. They're absolutely delicious. And why wouldn't I grow them again and use up some of these seeds? But with that being said, I just got these seeds for Christmas, and a viewer and someone who I also follow on Instagram, I believe, recommended these peppers to me. They are also a fan of Jimmy Nardello's, but they said that these peppers are even better. Believed to be the sweetest of all peppers and with the thickest flesh we have seen, Lesia is a total crowd pleaser with intensely juicy texture. Plants are stocky and high yielding and altogether rugged and easy to grow pepper. Heck yeah. So I definitely jumped on that. They do have these in orange as well. I don't, but they do. They as in Baker Creek. So for sure, I'm growing the Lesia. Did I already say he omnicolor? Jalapeno. Jalapeno is just a good staple to have because it's an overall crowd pleaser, and I do like jalapeno poppers. So, and here's some old seeds that I need to use up. Cayenne blend. I'm hoping this year to actually get to make my own cayenne powder. I do find that cayenne powder helps my digestive issues. I have a long time sufferer of GERD, and yeah, so at least 50% of the time, cayenne pepper will alleviate my acid reflux, heartburn. When it doesn't, I know that I've really messed up, and that's probably a food I should stay away from, but I found it helps me. So anyways, I definitely, and cayenne plants are super productive, really great productive. So definitely growing those. Jalapeno Goliath, I was not successful in getting a crop from those last year, and I really want to because it would be sweet to have some big old jalapeno poppers. St. Lucia Island. These are, again, ones that I grew last year, but I was not able to taste. So I didn't grow them successfully. Back in fall 2022, I harvested seeds from a not hot, but supposed to be jalapeno. That year I had a lot. I grew quite a few jalapeno plants, and I discovered a lot of the peppers were not hot. It was the strangest thing, and why not save seeds for them? Big Jim pepper. This one's new to me. Spicy enough for salsas and chilies without an overpowering heat. Enjoy the sweet and citrus flavors that come from it, along with a bite of spice. The Big Jim pepper plants are highly productive, giving off long peppers that start green and mature into a bold red as it gets spicier. I like the sound of that. Yeah. That one might go on the chopping block just because I feel like I've got a lot of not too hot but taste good peppers. So we'll see. This is a free one that Jimmy Pickle sent me, the Tangerine TS. I'm going to have to look this up again to see how hot it was. But seeing as I think I bought these in 21. Maybe it was the end of 2020. I've yet to grow these, so we should go ahead and give those a shot. Cubanelle, I grew these last year. They are a good pepper, and I'm going to grow them again. I don't think I got too many. Yeah, see, I did save some, so I should use up those. Mad Hatter, I just got these, and you should give them a try. Sugar Rush Stripey, I only got 2 fruits off of this last year, and I managed to save some seeds, and I thought it was a good pepper, and for sure I want to give it another try, and hopefully I'm more successful this year. Yellow Cayenne, these are ones that I saved, so that's a duplicate. Apple pepper, I got the first seeds, the original seeds from Jimmy Pickles, and it's a it's a small, basically like heart-shaped, apple-shaped sweet pepper. And I thought it was pretty good. It was nothing, out of this world, but it it was good, and I think I'll give it a shot again. San Felipe, this is another one that I have not grown successfully. Okay, now we're getting down to the weirdos. Murasaki purple. I wasn't a big fan of the Murasaki purple. It's a beautiful plant and it's a beautiful fruit, but I didn't find it to have a lot of flavor. I couldn't help myself though, and I saved seeds. And I feel like I want to give them a shot again. And maybe I need to start narrowing down some things and like getting rid of seeds, or I don't know. But let's give Murasaki a try again. And then this is interesting. I said Murasaki crossed with the Shishido. I think it was because the pepper was purple, but it looked like a Shishido pepper. I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere, but I want to try it just cause. Okay, these are the especially weirdos. So you might recall, maybe you haven't, that I tasted one of my peppers that was supposed to be an orange spice jalapeno, but it was longer and it was skinnier and it wound up turning red and it wasn't hot, and I was really confused. So I saved seeds from it, and we're going to give that a shot for sure. And here are some other weirdos that I found in 2023. I had bought serrano peppers. I tried out that Imperfect Foods service, and I got serrano peppers from them. And so this was a volunteer pepper, possibly serrano. It looked like a Marconi, but was mild, hot, and green. And when I say it, the top of it turned orange after I cut it. I cut it to eat it, and the remaining top later turned orange. And so these are actually basically the same. So why not give those little strange things a shot? All right, so those are the peppers that I'm picking from this year. Let me know if you have grown any of them. I believe that the Lesia is a crowd pleaser. I've heard a number of other people talking about they're growing the Lesia, or they have. Yeah, all right. I'm excited, and I'll bring you back when I've narrowed this down further. I'll bring you back when I plant. And today's the 8th of March, 2025. Maybe today I'll actually get the seeds in the ground, and I'll get that video out to you. So again, please remember, if you'd like to, I would really love to hit. I think it'd be fun. Tag me at theElpyDimension and use the hashtag #SeedShowUntil2025 and show me seeds that you have saved from your own crops. It might even be like, I've seen flowers in a parking lot before and I've saved seeds. I've saved seeds. My mom's given me seeds. So seeds that you've saved, show me. I'd love to. Yeah. So tag me at theElpyDimension and use the hashtag #SeedShowUntil2025. And stay tuned for more of my seed table talks. I still have to talk about flowers I want to grow this year. The first episode was a flower seed haul. So that was sort of a special episode. But I want to do, I also am going to do a episode about the flowers I want to grow this year. And so I've got herbs, flowers, tomatoes, and some other randoms like I did greens, a video on greens, but then I have brassicas, the brassica vegetables, let's call them, and then some others. Okay, sweet. And check out the playlist. I'm putting all of these in a playlist. The previous episodes in which I covered the seed haul. I also got a couple of books that I showed you guys. or the flower seed haul. I did legumes. I did a 2-part cucurbitaceae, which is the gourd family, which includes melons. So I did melons and squash and pumpkins, legumes and greens. And yeah, so check out that playlist, Seed Table Talks 2025. Thank you so much for your time and your interest. I hope you're well. Be safe, be well. Bye for now.